what is going on? Oh my goodness. Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yolandi if you are joining us for the first time, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today's video is all about my 9-month career update. I have been in the banking industry for 9 months now. Can you guys believe it? And I am going to share the top 5 things that I absolutely love about banking, as well as the top 5 things that I am still adopting to. So let's start with the top 5 things that I'm genuinely enjoying about my role right now, my job, the banking industry, the organization. Let's get into it. Number 1 being building relationships. I love the fact that people are genuinely starting to warm up to me right now, and I'm really starting to build really cool connections. Obviously, I had my own little strategies, such as how I talk to people, how I engage people. But I think one of the top 2 things that really helped me out is the fact that I'm part of the social committee. And we had our very first engagement for this year, which was a women's event. And I was the MC of that event. And I think there people really started like seeing me, and people started building that connection with me as well while I was on stage. So I love the fact that I'm starting to build connections. People know me in the office right now. I know people. I engage with people when I go to the office as well. So I'm genuinely enjoying that, because now my job is also so much easier, especially when I need specific documents or when I need to work with these individuals. Number 2 is definitely learning more about the banking industry. So if you are new here, I am an ex-management consultant, and I did not have a lot of banking experience. So I had to really learn very quickly. But I really love the fact that people were so open to accommodate me. People are not scared, and they're also not intimidated to actually share knowledge, which is a breath of fresh air. But yeah, learning more about the banking industry. Obviously, I had to make sure that I apply myself as well. I love to sit in extra sessions that I don't have any business with, okay? So that I can just learn, what are some of the other teams and some of the other departments doing. I also listen to banking specific podcasts that helped me a lot. I recently completed my banking course, and I passed it with flying colors. So I now know what the payment space in South Africa, the national payment system, looks like and how it works, and all the deep stuff that actually happens behind payments that we don't actually know as normal civilians. But yeah, guys, learning more about the banking industry is really something that is exciting me right now, and something that I enjoy. Another thing that I also did is that I joined an extra work group, which is like a problem solving group where we solving one of our biggest issues that we're currently faced with, or challenges that we faced with within our department. And guys, I must say I've been learning so much from these individuals. These are people that have been in the bank for either plus 5 years or less than 2 years as well. So we are a very mixed team, and I've been learning from them as well. Number 3 is the level of responsibility. So in the beginning, obviously, I didn't want to sit in any session without my manager. But guys, right now I'm just like, I'm going into that session. And you know what? I love the fact that my manager is actually pushing me to do that, because I can't always rely on him, So at some point, he held my hand in the very beginning of this year, but at some point he's like, actually, no, you've grown up now, and you need to go and you need to flourish. So the level of responsibility I have sitting in meetings and just also contributing, and also listening in and saying, okay, this is how it's going to impact our department specifically, or my team specifically. So I love the level of responsibility. I engage with very senior officials, which is nothing new, because I did engage with senior officials when I was a management consultant, but it's kind of different, like the decision making is pretty high. And I don't know, I think the one thing that I genuinely enjoy right now is the fact that I am seeing projects through, whereas with management consulting, you basically like worked on a project, did some research, and gave the document to the client saying, here you go, implement this document or the strategy or whatever it is you guys worked on. But right now I am at the forefront of starting the project, like from initiation stage up unto implementation stage, and monitoring stage. So I absolutely love that as well. But yeah, guys, number 3 is definitely the level of responsibility I have. Sometimes it shocks me because I'm just like, oh, I feel like it's a bit too much, but you know what? I just put my big girl panties on and I go with it. Number 4 is definitely the fact that I'm working for a big organization again. So I started off at a very big management consulting firm, worked there for about 2 years and a half, moved to a smaller consulting firm, and then moved to another smaller consulting firm. So I am from a very small consulting firm, and I mean less than 15 people. So moving to a big organization again, I love the fact that we have insane benefits. The benefits are amazing. I'm enjoying the fact that I don't have to worry about like little things like medical aid. It's inclusive in my package, stuff like my retirement annuity. Even though I'm contributing to it, the company contributes a piece of that as well. So genuinely enjoy the fact that I'm part of a big organization again. I mean, right now we are in September and we had our increases and our bonuses in August, and I actually qualified for that because why? It's a big organization and policy states that everyone that has been at the organization for more than 6 months actually needs to get a bonus and actually needs to get an increase. So I am in high spirits, I'm in good spirits, I'm happy, so I think those benefits are really some of the stuff that I genuinely enjoy. I love the fact that we have different campuses as well. So we've got a campus in the CBD, and when I say campus, I mean offices, before you guys think like varsity vibes. So when I say campuses, I mean offices. So we've got offices in the CBD, we've got offices in Randburg, we've got offices in Sandton, across South Africa. There's one in Midrand, there's one in Pretoria. So it really depends where you work or where you want to work. So I love the fact that I've got that flexibility to go to an office if it's not my in-office days, because you guys know that I do work from the CBD office. So yeah, I love the fact that we've got different campuses as well. Another thing that I also enjoy about working for a big organization again is the fact that each department has its own focus. Like whereas with a smaller consulting house, you do everything. And I mean everything. So I love the fact that there are different teams and different departments to actually focus on specific stuff. And I'm not going to say that this is decreasing your working load. It is definitely still hectic, but it's the fact that you can really now focus on doing one thing and doing it amazingly. Number 5 is the fact that I love how serious learning and development is being taken. Firstly, it's currently bursary season and I am in the forefront. I'm looking forward to start applying for that because I'm already thinking about what I want to study next year. So learning and development is really something big in the organization, and they really want to make sure that you grow and your career goals are written out and you track them and you have conversations with your manager. So that is genuinely something that I enjoy. Compared to smaller consulting houses, sometimes it gets so busy that you really forget about your learning and development in terms of like what you want to study, what you want to work on. It's on the job learning and training that just continues. But I think one thing about the big organizations, they really sit and pause and say, okay guys, right now it's time for you guys to actually submit your goals for this year, whether it's personal, whether it's work related. So it's very important. They have sessions with us with regards to these. And I think it's just so important to also keep yourself accountable, because we sometimes do get so busy with work that we tend to forget about tracking our progress in terms of where we want to go, as well as where we are right now. Okay, now that we've dealt with the top 5 things that I absolutely enjoy, absolutely love, let's get into the top 5 things that I'm actually still adopting to. Number 1 being the pace of projects. Now, I'm comparing majority of the stuff obviously with management consulting because that is where I'm from. So in management consulting, guys, things happen quickly, projects moved fast, things are just getting done, okay? Whereas in the banking space, it's a much more regulated space. So projects do take some time. Also, I've learned that the fact that there's like so many different departments and we rely on so many other different departments, projects tend to move slower. Also, you need to remember that now we are trying to comply majority of the time, and these projects are industry related. So some of these requirements come from industry, and we need to adopt our systems, what we offer based on what the industry wants and based on what the SARB wants, right? So remember, I said to you guys that the banking industry is very highly regulated. So projects do take some time to complete. I mean, I am currently in projects that have started 2-3 years ago. I'm currently in projects that were supposed to be rolled out in September, but now it's being moved back to January. So yeah, I think the pace of the projects and how slow it moves is just something that I still need to get used to. I think I'm low-key used to it right now. I believe the first project that I was like part of, or that I felt like investing my energy into, I invested my energy into it so much, and then we got a defect when we were in the testing phase, and then they were like, guys, actually we need to push out the project a bit more. And I was just like, oh no, my baby, because I really felt like that project was my baby, but that's when I learned, okay, I can't attach myself to projects too much, because now that project had to be paused, and then we had to continue with other projects. So the pace is fairly slow because there are so many boxes to be ticked. There are so many regulatory environments and spaces and rules that we need to apply to and adhere to. So still getting used to it. It's taking time, but we're getting there. Number 2 is actually the fact that I'm still getting used to working for a big organization. I mean, I've been working for small organizations for 4 years. And now all of a sudden I'm back to this big organization. I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so many processes and there's so many things that's happening. There's events, there's this department, that's that department. I thought I'm looking after this, but this department is also looking after it. It's just like, what is going on? Oh my goodness. So yeah, the fact that this big organization has so many parts is low-key stressing me out. Also, it's such a big organization. When I go to the office, I come back home and I'm so overstimulated because there's so many people at the office, and I'm just like, there's so many faces, like I don't know these people, what's going on. Being very dramatic, obviously, but yeah, I'm still getting used to the big organization. There is this demand from going from a small organization to a big organization. Very big difference, guys, and I must say it's something that I'm still adopting to. I think it will probably take me about a year and a half to like get used to it again, but it's slowly happening, and I'm just happy that it is happening, that I'm not stagnant, but there's progress. I love seeing progress in the fact that I work for this big organization. But yeah, guys, we'll get there. No pressure. Number 3, guys, and I've been crying about this on TikTok, and if you don't follow me on TikTok, you better, because I actually post short daily vlogs there when I go to the office. So check me out there as well, okay? Cool. Now that we're done handling that, returning to the office for me it's a biggie. It takes a lot out of me. Firstly, I love dressing up. Let's get that right. I love seeing my team. I love engaging with my team. I love the fact that I actually learn so much more when I'm at the office because my manager's next to me. And if I have a question about something and we're sitting in a meeting, I can quickly just take off my headphones and be like, hey, what does this mean? Oh, what does this say? How does this work? Do you get what I'm saying? So you learn way faster. However, I'm very much overstimulated after the office. Firstly, people drive so bad on the road. There's load shedding. Even though I use the train, obviously I have to drive from my house to the hard train station, but there's load shedding. People drive bad. So when you get to the office, you're already agitated. I get there, I don't stick to my diet. Like, I am eating unhealthy food because my team believes that we should have team lunches every Wednesday, and I'm not against it because the food is good. I drink coffee too much, but yeah, returning to the office is definitely something that I'm still getting used to, because I've been working from home and going into the office once a week, and now we're back twice a week, and it's a pretty big adjustment that I'm still getting used to, but I think I'm genuinely enjoying most parts of it. So yeah, guys, still getting used to the fact that I need to go to the office twice a week. Number 4 is the fact that I am getting used to the fact that I need to sit in meetings majority of my day, and trying to do work in between meetings is very difficult. And I'm talking about back to back to back to back meetings. Guys, Yesterday was Friday. I had meetings from 9:30 up until 4:30, back to back. Where do I get time to do work? You can ask me as well, because I also don't know. I'm asking you guys. Hopefully you guys can give me an indication in terms of where am I going to get time to do work. No guys, definitely something that I'm still getting used to. Management consulting, especially my previous job, wasn't like that. We had meetings every now and then. However, majority of the time we were in front of clients or preparing documents for clients. Now it's like meetings, because there's a lot of project, and people need to know whether we aligned, so there's a lot of meetings happening, and the work gets done slightly after hour, I see, or just before the meetings. So it is a lot to do with my project management skills as well as my time management skills. Yeah, time management? Yes, my time management skills. And then number 5, something that I'm genuinely still adopting to, is the fact that you learn something new every single day. I thought in management consulting you learn something new every single day, but banking or joining a new industry, it's completely new. It's completely hectic. It's completely on another level. You learn something new every single day, and I'm still getting used to it. Like at some point after my payments course, I'm like, oh, I know what's going on. I know payments. I know this. And then I sit in meetings and I'm just like, what? Where? How does that fit in? So there's so much to learn still, and I think it's low-key stressing me out because I'm a perfectionist. I want to be a smarty pants. I want to contribute, but sometimes my knowledge doesn't really allow me to contribute, So sometimes I'm really vocal in certain meetings, but sometimes I'm also just like, I don't know anything that's happening in this meeting. Let me rather just listen, learn, so that in the next meeting I can contribute. So yeah, guys, that is definitely something that I'm still adopting to, the fact that the banking industry is so wide. There's still so much to learn, and sitting in a new session, not knowing what is going on in the session, but sometimes acting like you know what's going on in the session. So that is definitely something that I am still learning and still adopting to. And that is it for today, guys. If you are a student, please let me know what you found interesting about this video in the comment section down below. If you are a management consultant who transitioned from management consulting into industry, please let me know which industry you're currently in, and also let me know what were some of your biggest challenges, or what are some of the key things that you are absolutely loving about the new industry that you're working on. And then if you are in the banking space, please let me know, does it get better? Because guys, I feel like at some point I want to know it all. And I know it's not always the thing. It's not always going to be possible, but I want to know it all, okay? But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please remember to actually give this video a like. I know a lot of you guys do watch my videos, but you guys don't like it. If you guys like it, the algorithm will pick it up to say that you guys are liking the video and that it's a good video, and then it will also reach other individuals that might find my content very valuable. With that being said, it is Saturday and I am about to go for a girls brunch all black. So see you guys in the next one. Bye.